Good news, pioneers. The core team finally breaks their silence on the Pi Network Open Mainnet. Recently, the Pi Network founders, Dr. Nicholas Kokkalis and Cheng Diao Fan, had a live exclusive interview with the Index podcast to talk about the future of the Pi Network. I will bring to you on this video the key issues and what was discussed, and answer most of the questions pioneers are asking. Make sure to watch this video to the end to understand what was discussed in the interview.
Hey everyone, and welcome to The Index, brought to you by The Graph. I'm your host, Alex Kahaya, and in today's episode of The Index, I'm thrilled to welcome Nicholas Kokkalis and Cheng Diao, the co-founders of Pi Network, the first digital currency that can be mined on your phone. We will learn all about how Pi differs from other crypto projects, their approach, and the utility that they're building. Welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us, Alex.
Thanks, Alex.
And so you have a testnet. You haven't launched Mainnet yet. What's sort of the status of where you are in building all this out?
Our mainnet is live. We launched the mainnet. This goes to also your question about what we are different from other blockchains. We are taking very non-consensus type of approach. Our mainnet is live, and we actually created a special period. It's called enclosed network period. This is a special phase inside our mainnet where the mainnet is live, but it artificially put a firewall against any external connectivity. This is to ensure that we can focus on building utilities within our ecosystem. And we believe their utilities can be built in the enclosed environment. Of course, recognizing there are certain utility requires external connectivity, but we want to focus on building utilities within this enclosed phase in order to get the utility-based ecosystem more mature before we open up to an open network where the firewall will be removed. In addition, during this phase, as you know, our network is not just a few thousand people or participants. We have millions of pioneers all over the world. So in order to onboard them, these millions all into the network, it makes sense and more fair for majority of the network migrate to the mainnet in the enclosed environment before opening up. This is also another goal of the enclosed network in addition to creating utility within the enclosed system. And this is also, the answer to your question, what is so different from other crypto projects? I think this is an innovative phase we created.
Yeah, it's just kind of gated. I mean, you let a bunch of people sign up and then you sort of gate the mainnet access. It's permissioned right now, but you will be an open permissionless chain once you feel like you've kind of made it out of this period and you have enough utility.
Yeah, during this period, as we mentioned earlier, there is more than 45 million engaged members on Pi Network right now. We call them pioneers. We are in the phase of accomplishing KYC for them and transitioning them to the mainnet. The mainnet you see on the Block Explorer is the real mainnet that will continue when it's open. Right now, we've KYC'd over 5 million people, and that's one of the goals to make the migration.
Yeah, this choice of this strategy is also based on Pi's philosophy of inclusivity, right? Our requirement of KYC is also making sure that all corners of the world regions are able to KYC and get onto our mainnet. This period supports this process.
I have so many questions. Obviously, prioritize some things that are gating the launch of the permissionless network. And so I'm kind of curious, what are the things and what is the impact? Once you have these things, why do you need them to wait to be permissionless?
Yeah, so utility is decentralized efforts from the whole community, not just the core team. Of course, we play a big role inside that by providing the infrastructure that facilitating the decentralized efforts, such as providing the platform, the SDK, and developer tools. However, the actual building and honing on the real true utility for to solve human needs is a completely collective effort from the community builders and also community users of those apps. We have ourselves built some apps. For example, just now I already mentioned the KYC app. The KYC app, because also following accessibility, we didn't outsource to a third party, which usually charge at least $1 for doing a check, right? So that actually we developed a native solution that not only solved the scalability and also wide distribution of the geographic locations, but also it doesn't require people to pay out-of-pocket cost. Pioneers actually pay Pi cryptocurrency for the labor or the work done by the, crowdsourced human validators within the community to perfecting the validation process where the AI or machine automation lacks. AI advanced a lot, of course, but, for identity verification, there are cases that still needs human touch. And that human touch was provided by the community itself. So actually pioneers are working as validators, are actually making Pi from the pioneers who want to verify their identity. So this is a true utility using Pi, meaning that Pi is used to facilitate transaction between the labor of the validator, work of the validator, and result in actual substance, which is whether someone is verified or not.
So you guys built a custom KYC solution.
Yes, we did. We have to because, even the market providers don't necessarily provide KYC in, for example, regions that are really small or have a smaller market because most of the KYC providers are, profit driven. Building the infrastructure for a specific small region really cost a lot for those businesses. But for Pi, in order to really achieve inclusivity, we have to provide KYC solution to all regions where our pioneers exist. So we designed innovatively this design that scalably to cover all geolocations while at the same time not, costing out of pocket.
This is it for now. I hope you learned a lot from this video. Please kindly like, share this video, and subscribe to this channel. Till the next video, bye for now.